4 pumps on these.
Okay, I'm going to do 4 pumps and we're going to test out this silencer on and off. Okay. That's the 3, right on. And this will be the 4th pump. Okay, another 4 pumps. Now we'll load it. You saw me with this thing on my Zoraki HP 01-2 Ultra, and this really reduced the SPL, the sound pressure level at the shooter's ear from unsilenced. Without this on there, you get a average decibel level at decibel rating A of about 90 decibels, which is really loud. That's with 4 pumps, so it's really loud. And on placing this on there, this black thing here, by the way, represents this here, this part here, sorry. This part here, this is the black plastic thing that comes with the Zoraki Ultra. Now what I've added onto these parts, now I'm going to describe those. Okay, so let's start off here. This is the business end down here, or rather this is the business end, but this is where the high pressure air comes in. The red here represents the end part of the barrel of the gun. Now this red bit here, this is the grub screw, which holds this black plastic adapter that came the manufacturer's milled end piece onto the end of the barrel, and you see it projects just a little bit proud of the barrel. It's about, actually this distance here is about 10 millimeters. Then what I've done is I've placed some high pressure water pipe, which has got an 18 millimeter diameter, internal diameter there. So and I've drilled a couple of holes in that and put some small grub screws. I've used 2, you only really need 1, and they go into, they fit perfectly. These are 2.5 millimeter grub screws. They fit into the milled slots on the end of this adapter. Okay, so I place this high pressure water pipe on there. This is good for, like, I think 10,000 psi or something. But then what many people are showing on the internet, they put these bottles, you know, plastic bottles. A lot of them are PET bottles on the end of you know, their PCPs, and they're showing they're not getting very good accuracy, and I'm going to explain why that is. First of all, on here I'm not using a PET bottle, I'm using a polypropylene bottle, and these are the rough approximate dimensions. So the bottle from the top part of the neck to the end is about 90 millimeters. The diameter of the bottle is 45, and yeah, so we've got 45. The wall thickness at the base of the bottle is approximately 2 millimeters thick, so it's quite thick, this. And that's at the base, not at the sides. I took this bottle from some alcohol. Okay, so we've got approximately from the end of this plastic pipe to where it starts to bend here in the bottle of about 30 millimeters approximately. So why do people get inaccuracies? I'm going to say that this is very accurate. This does not change the trajectory whatsoever of the projectile after it comes through here and exits not one bit whatsoever, and it really reduces the sound pressure level, you know, in the order of 30 dB, which is just huge. It's really, really huge. And I couldn't believe this myself, but we ran a lot of tests on it. You've seen some of the results just prior to this. So the reason this does not cause a trajectory change for this air rifle pellet or air gun pellet is because the internal of this here are perfectly smooth. So when the air comes out, it immediately expands to an 18mm diameter cross-sectional area here. So we've got a much larger, this goes from 5, this is not to scale of course, because this diameter here is 5.5mm, and then we go to 18. So we've got basically almost a 3 times change in cross-sectional area, and then we're going from this cross-section to over 2 times cross-sectional area here, a big cross-sectional area change here, and we've also got a much bigger volume area change here. But air will come out of here, expand into here, it will flow along these smooth interiors. Now if people are using, I've seen Coke bottles and all that, they've got all these ridges down here, and if you've got a lot of ridges internally into this main area in here, you're going to cause a lot of internal turbulence. Now, this internal turbulence, this also occurs too in real firearm silencers, where the baffles, you know, you just can't make any old baffles. You know, there's a lot of really funky designs out there, and they've got all these really fancy pants baffles, and it can cause internal turbulence and actually not aid the trajectory of the projectile here. The next thing why this really reduces the sound level is because this here, the shape of this looks like a bit of a cross-sectional area of a baffle of a real firearm silencer, and this is actually really acting, while it's not a dead flat, there's a slight curvature in here. This is really acting as an orifice plate, this region here. It's sort of like an orifice plate, so this is really going to reduce the sound. This is a baffle in itself, the end of here, the exit, and this is going to just act to reduce, to reflect that sound back here, inside of here.